Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to be doing something a little different. Basically, what we're doing is mouse and keyboard on console. Battle of the adapters. Which ones are we going to use? I'm going to put some pictures up. We have the Brook Sniper, which was sent to me for free, by the way. We have the Zim 4, which I bought out of my own money a long time ago. And then we have the Titan 2, which is what I bought. Actually, I got sent it half price because I said I was going to do a review a year ago. First, what we're going to do is we're going to put someone on mouse and keyboard that doesn't really do it much. All right? Someone who I know is going to give an honest opinion because he didn't get sent this for free. All right? They wanted an honest opinion, and we're going to give it to them. What we're going to do is, first up, we're going to use this. The Brook Sniper, which was sent to me for free by the Brook team. And if anyone that is watching right now, like Zim or Console Tuner or Brook, want to send me something, just hit me up in my DMs on Twitter. I will do a full review while playing my favorite game, which is Warface. I'm going to plug it back in. And we're going to hand it off to Baldy, who's going to be doing the gameplay, because I'm too good on mouse and keyboard, you see? And I don't want to go through this.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Baldy here. As you guys like to call me, just a fucking crystal ball head. It's supposed to be one of those things that you just plug in your mouse and keyboard, and then it Xbox. Or is it Xbox?
Yeah.
It's straight to the Xbox. Supposedly, it's plug and play, and it's supposed to feel exactly like PC. Well, I'm going to be the judge of that.
Eliminate the enemy team. Round
I
start.
fucking hate this thing already. It's so fucking... It fucking lagged! Oh, dude, I fucking... Like, I've got to, like, whip this thing around like I'm slapping a bitch. Not okay. Dude, I fucking already... This thing dog shit! It's so fucking slow! Like, so... This is what I'm dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. So... If I try and move the mouse like I normally do... It's like super... Like, the turn speed is super slow. For me to move, like, at a decent speed, I've got to whip it fucking around on the mouse mat. Look, I cannot use this thing. It's fucking horrible. Like, I'm literally gonna whip this fucker around, but it just doesn't work. Definitely not like a good plug and play. Like it's. I was gonna hit by a fucking nade. It's fine. This is max sensitivity, and like. Unless I'm massively like whipping this fucking mouse across the desk, like. Fuck! I don't like this one. Like the sensitivity on this particular translator is just dog shit. Like it really. If it wasn't as slow as it is, it would be fine. But it's because of the acceleration of having to literally move your hand from one side of the desk to the other side of the desk, really fucking quickly like that. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't. It feels worse. You know. So I play this game with the controller like a lot, and I mean like a lot. And I'm used to like the clunkiness of the controller. This is worse than the controller. This is actually clunkier than a controller, and this is marketed as a feel like PC plug and play translator, and it's not. It's genuinely not. It's like, so this is the best way I can describe it as a cheap knockoff PlayStation 1 controller.
You to guess how much this costs.
I'm gonna guess it's cheap because it feels like shit. Like it's got to be like 20-30 pounds.
$50.
Hey, that's not worth it.
Yeah, that's $150.
It's shit. It's not. It's overpriced. It's shit. I'm not kidding. That is fucking awful for the price.
Gonna move on to the next one. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to plug in this bad boy, the Zim 4. I know it's not the Apex. I can't test the Apex because I don't own the Apex. So Zim, wanna help me out? I would like to test it compared to this. Hit me up on Twitter.
And this is all supposed to be a with I think the mobile app, isn't it? The mobile app that allows you to. I'm on fucking D18. This is not going to be a good game already. Yeah, this one's all supposed to be a plug and play. Already I'm liking this one better. Like way better.
Eliminate the enemy team. Round
Let's have a
start.
look. Let's see anyway. That already feels better. Like, I'm not kidding. Okay. Great start. Oh, dude, this already feels way fucking better. Like, the subtle movements for me is making this, like just not having to thrash so much to get the speed that I need to turn. I like to jump on corners like that. And with the other one, when jumping, it kind of was like that, and then it would begin. That happened. This already feels smoother. It feels. This actually feels like I'm playing on PC. And that's what I want. That's what you want from this. Like you want, it's supposed to be a plug and play PC feel. Oh, dude, this is fucking awesome. The only thing I don't like is the keyboard, to be honest. It's got too many buttons, man. Oh. Should I be nerdgasming as hard as I am? Dear fucking god, dude. I fucking jumped into it. This is a true plug and play. Like I watched him set it up, and it was like so easy to set up. That happened. I'm taking this fucking suppressor off. Oh, it's literally you could literally fool yourself thinking you're playing on PC with this. Like that's how good this feels. But not like that Claymore. That felt shit. That claymore felt as bad as the last fucking thing I used. Look at that. Like, that's what I need to feel. I need to feel that power. Like Zim4 boys, give me this fucking thing. I want this. This is awesome. Okay.
It's time. Guess the price.
I have no fucking clue with this one. I don't even know. £200 maybe?
$100.
About £90. 100% worth it. 100% worth it.
Under £100.
Yeah, under £100, that's worth it.
Is that good?
Unlike the last one, which was 120?
Yeah, right. $120.
$120. And it
$150.
didn't feel anything it didn't feel smooth at all. It felt like a fucking PS1 controller. A cheap, shitty knockoff one. This feels like it's a fucking Xbox Elite controller. It's meant to feel good.
A little bit. Alright guys, right now we're going to use the final adapter that I have. I do have the Cronus Max, but we're not going to test that one because it's just not that good. But this is the final one. The Titan 2 by Console Tuner. It's not just for mouse and keyboard, it's basically for scripts and stuff. But this is the final one that we're going to test. All he's seen is me set it up. He has no idea what it feels like. So this one was literally a surprise.
So I'm already going to guess this one's more expensive than the others. Because if it's something that needs a program like that to fine tune it, it's going to be fucking expensive. But basically, to keep it fair, I've only been using the one class as well, which has been the assault class. I've not really switched to any other class because certain guns in this game are fucking broken. It wouldn't have made a fucking difference in the first match. So I wouldn't have been able to hit shit. Because that thing, the Brook Sniper, was fucking awful. It's as smooth as the Zim4 was. It doesn't have that bullshit acceleration which the Brook Sniper had. It feels great. It looks great. It's small, compact. Fits nicely. Doesn't look like a fucking bulky piece of shit, which is overpriced. It's like I said, it's smooth. It looks nice. It feels nice. Oh, that was one. It's fucking hard to experiment with this one when my teammates are killing all the fuckers in spawn. It's very similar to the Zim4, this one. Oh yeah, this one has like anti-recoil and stuff, which to be honest, I don't need. It's turned off at the minute. Because I don't need the anti-recoil. I seem to do pretty well with handling recoil of guns in the game. This is sick. Like, this is just like the Zim4. Like, if it was, I don't know.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video, but first we're going to go over about which ones are good, which ones are bad, why they're good, why they're bad. But first he's going to try and guess how much the Titan 2 is. So,
From my guess, because of the amount of tech that looks like it's in that's in the Titan 2 and the program to do the fine tuning, I think this one's more expensive than maybe both of the other ones. Unless you're about to tell me that the Brook's more expensive, I think this one is probably about 150.
150, you think? All right, so out of all three, the Titan 2 is the cheapest
Really?
at £80.
If it wasn't for the fine tuning thing, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fine tuning thing, it feels like a lot of just faffing around the keyboard and mouse. Not like the other one, which is the Zim 4, which like it's just plug and play, and it's a mobile app, just being able to set it up and change the DPI and stuff. So it's a lot simpler.
All right, so that was, we used the Brook Sniper, we used the Zim 4, and we also used the Titan 2.
I want to say something about the Brook Sniper. Like, I understand I gave the Brook Sniper one a lot of shit in the video, but I was probably really harsh with my words, to be honest. What I really mean with it is, if you had the option to take like the acceleration, it wasn't just like changing speeds from like your movement of your hand so much. It would be pretty decent, but with that in, it becomes unbearable and clunky, and it feels horrible. And just take it out. That's all you need to do. Just give people the option, like maybe a button or something to take out. It'll be fine.
So I'm gonna start with the Brook Sniper. Okay, I've spent many hours, even nearly days, trying to figure out how to get this thing good, and the acceleration curve. The things that bother me is they said to make it faster, so it's not slow when you move it, you need to increase the dead zone. Now this is also has a mobile app where you change things.
Right.
I've done everything I can.
It's still
I've tried upping it down. I've tried different conversion curves. I've tried different dead zones, different hip ADS, everything. And no matter what, I can't get rid of the clunkiness.
I'm sorry, like the guy's Brooke, is it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Brooke, but I don't like your product. That's all I'm gonna say.
It
doesn't feel good.
Right now, if you get rid of the acceleration curve and have it as one set sensitivity when you move the mouse, that would be great. Like,
that's all you need to get rid of. That's the only thing.
that and the mobile app looks so cheap. It looks so bad. You can't put the same button for say if you want F and R to be reload. You can't do that. You can only have one button on that, which kind of sucks. To be fair, this is the most expensive one. And it's not worth it. Okay? Save your $150. Alright? It's just not worth it. If you... I know they sent me this for free. They didn't say I needed to say anything nice about it. That's why I got my boy here. But they're probably never going to send me anything again. So...
I didn't pull punches in that video. That's all I'm going to say.
Right? We're going to skip that and say yay or nay. Nah. It's not worth it.
No.
Now we're going to take the Zim. Now, the Zim has been around since, I think, Modern Warfare 2.
It's still great.
It's been... If this thing was a... I'm not going to say what I was about to say. They know what they're doing. Okay? The people that make this make their profiles themselves. They have people in where they work that do it and make the translators. So when new games come out about... I'd say half a day up to a day later, they'll release their thing. All you need to do is change sensitivity, which is just a number, and just change your keys. Just easy as pressing it on the mobile and then pressing your keyboard.
It's quicker.
So much easier. And this one, like I said as well, it's a mobile app, so you don't need to plug it in your PC. All you do is you plug your controller in the back, as well as the output. You plug your mouse and keyboard in the front. And there you go. Just use the app. Easy as that. The Zim Apex is apparently a lot more simpler than that. So,
to be perfectly honest,
I
could go with that one because that.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
It looks cheap. All right. It looks cheap, but the texture, feel it. Oh.
That's not cheap plastic.
Nah, it's not. That's by far the most finicky one of all. All right? And what I mean by that is you need to literally go through the G-Tuner app, which is on your PC. And you need to set up every key, and then you need to check which button numbers this, and then you need to put that button to that key. And then when it comes to mouse, you need to make sure you've got the right curve, and to do that you need to go up and down certain number values and change the sensitivities, change the diagonal dampening, change the Y and X ratio. Yeah, it's...
I'm sorry, that's the main drawback I've got with that one. Is like how finicky it is and how much work you're gonna do to get things what you want. Whereas like you've got a plug and play one right there.
Yeah,
that's like super cheap,
super
like
good.
It's super easy, not super cheap, but it's super easy
Yeah.
to set up. You plug it in, you can, and you're on the go. With that thing, like, what if you don't have a PC?
Then you're screwed.
You're screwed. Like, you need the PC for that
Yes.
one. Like, and I guess if you're buying this sort of thing, you kind of have a PC, but you have to have some knowledge of like how to fine tune these things.
Yeah. Now,
Not just
if
go off, like,
I
someone else's tutorial.
if I showed you, I'm gonna show you after this video what the actual program looks like, and you're gonna think what.
Yeah.
So
Fucking awful.
the main thing about this, which everyone actually really likes, is you can have scripts. So say, and like he said in the video, there's anti-recoil, there's rapid fire, there's automatic walking and stuff like that.
I think that's a bit.
Fighting games, you can literally press one button, it'll do an entire combo. It's like things like that. And yeah, it's got like a little LED thing that has a number on, goes from 0 to 9, goes up with the buttons. That's for profiles. Now, the profiles are for the games you choose. So you can have, say, profile 1 being Warface. All right, so we're gonna go with the most expensive at $150. The Brook Sniper. Your opinion, 0 out of 10?
I'm sorry, Brooke, but you've got like a 3 out of 10 for this one simply because of acceleration.
I actually agree. It's not worth it. It's cheaply made, the plastic, and
it feels cheap. The light, like technology inside of it is cheap. The mobile apps, like really,
I'll actually. Oh, I
the
can't.
mobile app looks cheap.
Yeah, I'll show
The-
you what it actually looks like. Look at that.
I just don't like it. It's you'd be better off using a controller. You'd get further using a controller.
The Zim 4, which I bought full price a while ago, and it was a whopping £100.
Not bad though. The plug and play is super
£100,
simple.
$115.
It's super simple.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things that like for someone like me that's just starting off with this thing, like you want this. You want it to be super simple. You want it to be over the top. You want it to be like the Brook, where there's no option to turn off to perfect it the way you want it. Because for a beginner, like, you can perfect that to the way you want it, the way you like it. Like you don't need a PC for it. You can just mobile. You got that thing. You've got which plugs in on a mouse, and it's super easy. Which is why it gets points for me, because it looks cheap, but it's not cheap,
Yeah.
and it's nice.
It's
I enjoyed it.
so out of 10.
10.
I got for half price, but retails at £85. Z Titan 2. Now, I'm just gonna say, in general, this is my personal favorite because I like doing all the setups. I like having anti-recoil, and I just like the whole like profile thing. Even though you can do the whole profiles on the Zim 4,
Yeah.
it's just on your phone.
Yeah.
You don't need to press these buttons.
But it's simple then.
Yeah, so this one here, if I have to, like, it's flawless. You can get it however you want.
Yeah, for someone that's a beginner like me, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not flawless. It's flawed for me.
With
because
time,
and maybe if I was like
Then it's
OCD
flawless.
how I wanted it. I'm not OCD, and I just kind of want it simple.
want it to work.
Like I said, the main drawback for that is the PC program.
Yeah.
Like the setup, it's I don't know how it feels. It
Feels cheap.
It feels cheap.
But you've seen the
but
stuff
I've seen
in
the
it.
inside.
The thing
The
is as
plastic
well.
is cheap.
Yes.
But the insides aren't.
The insides aren't, as you can put a Bluetooth thing inside. It's not just a regular adapter. It's an actual Bluetooth chip.
And the only other issue I've got with it is like this. You said like the scripts you can put in it.
Yes.
And I'm massively against kind of like any kind of scripts. Like I played a lot of CS:GO back in the day. And like I was massively against like aim bots and like anti-recoil and bunny hop scripts and all that other stuff because I felt like it was just really dirty as fuck.
Yeah.
And I really hate that kind of shit. Like I don't give a shit if he does it, but I personally don't.
I don't use aimbots.
No, he doesn't use
I
aimbots.
don't use aimbots.
But like I don't like any kind of scripts that give you an advantage of.
But Titan, if you can get an aimbot in, just let me know. All right, so
yeah, it's decent, but I wouldn't give it.
they have actually released a newer version of this.
What, the Titan 3?
No, it's still the Titan 2, but they've upgraded the design and everything. But we're going to get to the rating now. For me, this is 10 out of 10 just because of how much stuff you can do with it. And it's not just for mouse and keyboard. You can literally put in a regular Xbox controller and remap the entire buttons. Yeah.
At some points for that one. But
It can do anything you want, really. So for me, that's a 10 out of 10.
Personally, for me, it's not a 10 out of 10.
What would you say?
Because I'm a beginner and I want it to be simple. And I don't have to do all this faffing around to get it fucking the way I want it to be. And I have to do all these sliders and all this other shit. It's like a 7 out of 10 for me.
7?
It's like a 7 out of 10.
That's not bad.
Because of the whole PC program and faffing around.
Yeah.
And especially because of the scripts.
Do you guys want me to lick his head?